Welcome back to the Bulldog Insider. What do the baseball team, the softball team, and the bowling team all have in common? They've each won a national championship. Scott Bemis joins us now with more on the success of one of Fresno State's club sports.
Yeah, it may not be football or basketball or baseball or one of the bigger sports, but the members of the Bulldog Bowling team, well, they take things just as seriously. They've established a well-deserved reputation within their sport and recently added a little more hardware to the school's trophy case. Chris Preble and his Fresno State bowling team have to fight off some misconceptions.
I think the stereotype is, how can they compete and have a beer in their hand?
But just watch these guys throw, and one thing quickly becomes clear.
Yes, it's really serious.
In fact, this group of guys recently beat out 23 other college teams to take home the Glenn Carlson Cup as the top club bowling team in the land.
It's an amazing feeling. It's just what every bowler's dream of doing.
The man the trophy's named after, Carlson, founded the Fresno State bowling team in 1970, and the school has built a strong reputation in the sport.
People recognize Fresno State as a great bowling school and recognize the program and all the things that Glenn had done for the program and all the things Coach Preble has done for the program.
Preble competed as a Bulldog under Carlson in the late 80s before dabbling as a professional. He's been coaching the Bulldog men's and women's teams now for 13 years and led the men to the bigger Open National title in 2011.
Got a great tradition here. Glenn built a great foundation. And if you want to stay in California, you want to bowl, you're going to look at us really hard.
Riley Chin is a California kid who fit that profile. He started bowling when he was 8. This year, he was a second-team All-American who averaged 207 on the college circuit, which would translate to about 220 or 225 in a recreational league.
I came in like 2 years ago. 2 years before that, they won the national championship title. So one of the guys I knew from that team kind of just brought me into the program.
Chin, who has 8 300 games on his resume, is one of a few on the team who might have the talent to compete professionally one day.
There's a couple that could probably make a run at the pros. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, some of them have the ambition, and that's probably the big thing. You've got to have ambition to be out there on the tour. Those guys don't mess around. 1, 2, 3,
But before any of that, this year's group is looking forward to next year. They're thinking of going back-to-back at the club level and also bringing back some bigger hardware.
The big national tournament next year. Make it through and win that one. We got our heads on right, and I think we're going to tear through them next year.
Yeah, these guys can throw it. By the way, I also want to give some love to the Bulldog women's team. They just missed out on qualifying for that bigger national tournament this year, and they have 3 second-place finishes in that tournament over the years, so they have quite a tradition as well. And Andrew, Fresno State bowling, the way I see it, does have one clear advantage over some other schools. They've got that bowling alley where we shot the feature underneath the student union. This thing's pretty cool. I mean, how many kids get to go to a place where they can go to school and then go bowling on lunch break, right?
I would like to know how many kids actually tried to bowl and they get said, nope, sorry, we need this for an actual practice. I wonder how many people on campus know that there is a bowling team, even if it's just the club sport.
And I asked guys about that. Hey, how surprised are other kids when they find out there's a bowling team? And they have the usual, oh, we have a bowling team? Other kids on campus are a little bit surprised. But if they went and watched these guys throw, they would realize that not only is there a bowling team on campus, these guys are really good. I mean, these are some guys who could maybe compete professionally one day, maybe 1 or 2 of the guys. And you have to average about 195, 200, the coach told me, to even have a chance to make the team.
My average is about 110. What's yours? I'm not a good bowler.
I haven't bowled in years, but maybe 115. I don't know. We should go out and try it. We should have a little competition.
I think you're going to win. I like those jerseys, though. Very, very nice jerseys. All right. Thanks very much, Scott. Time now for the